What up with you guys? You know who it is. It's your boy, John Mike, and I'm back again. And today I'm going to be doing a overview or review, head-to-head kind of type thing between the Sunbird Guitar by Acoustic Samples and the Strummed Acoustic 2 by Native Instruments. Both are great libraries that I have in my arsenal and have been using in different recordings, and I put these both through the paces, and I'm going to share with you guys what I think about both of them and kind of overview both of their strong points and both of their weak points, and let you decide which one you like the best. So feel free as you're going through this to mention in the comments what you like, what you don't like, what you think are pros and cons, things that I may not cover. Your feedback is always appreciated for this particular type of video. All right, so let's dig into it and let's look at them. Both of them are acoustic guitar libraries. Both of them sound amazing, but there are some key characteristics that that one has that the other has, and vice versa. So let's take a look at the Strummed Acoustic, and I'm going to tell you some things about this as well. Number one, I absolutely love the realism and the tone of the strumming that you get inside of this. So if I play like a chord, and I actually didn't press the note, but I love the dynamics and the realism that you get from the strumming. You know, the dynamics that a actual acoustic guitar player would give you. You know, every strum isn't just dum 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 dum. You know, that's not like how a acoustic guitar player plays. You know, it's more dynamic in between. There's the down strums and downstrokes, and then there's kind of the in between kind of lower dynamic stuff that you get with this. You know, that you kind of get with that you just don't get with a lot of other libraries that are out there that are strummers and acoustic guitar libraries. So the Sunbird guitar has a strummer pattern mode that I could use. So I could come over here and, you know, it sounds really good. You know, it's not as dynamic as, like I said, coming over here to the Strummed Acoustic, and you get a more even and more dynamically played kind of strum out of that, as opposed to just the static kind of strums. Now with the not the Strummed Acoustic, but with the Sunbird guitar, you can actually edit the strums, and you can control the dynamics and the downstroke and how fast it strums and all of those different things like that, and can really kind of tweak the strumming a little bit better than you can, because over here in Strummed Acoustic, you can't really edit the strumming at all. You can go in over here and I can hit the eye here, and I can kind of adjust it a little bit where my downstrokes and all of that kind of come in. But it's not really true editing. Like, I can't say I want a downstrum right here and a downstrum right there and light strums right here. You know what I mean? You can't really click and pick, you know, whereas over here, you know, you can kind of control what's the upstrum and a downstrum and a upstroke and a downstroke, and all of those different things, and shuffle and all of those things like that. So you can't really do that over here in Strummed Acoustic. However, one of the things that they kind of did cleverly inside of Strummed Acoustic is allow you to kind of set your, you know, different patterns, and you can mix and match different types of patterns and jump to them rather quickly. And you can do that over here as well. But I found that the Strummed Acoustic is a little bit more intuitive when it's switching than the Sunbird actually is. So if here in Sunbird, you know, as opposed to over here in Strummed Acoustic, when I want to kind of switch patterns. It's a little bit quicker and a little bit more fluid, in my opinion, in the switching of patterns than the Acoustic Sample Sunbird is. Now, with that said, one of the major pros of the Sunbird is the different modes you can put it in. You can actually hook up a MIDI guitar to this and play it. You can create your own patterns. You can do a chord mode where you can actually control the chords yourself. So if I go, I'm sorry, I'm back in Strum. Let me go over here to Acoustic Samples. So I can actually, you can actually control that. You can actually strum it yourself, whereas you can't really do that in the Strummed Acoustic. You can't really control the strums and play it as a strum. And another thing that you cannot do with Strummed Acoustic is the solo mode. So you have the solo mode here in the Sunbird Guitar. You can actually play it like an instrument and do that, whereas with Strummed Acoustic you're kind of limited to trying to make something out of the different patterns. They have a lot of different patterns that you can choose from, and 3/4 and triplets, and there's some kind of tweakability that you can add in under the sound, and determining whether you want to use more of the high tone or a low tone or in between, stereo or mono. Do you want doubling to kind of sound like it's doubling the guitars, fret noises, you got EQ, compression, reverb, all of those different things kind of built in over here. And then you can control the playback engine as well, the latch mode, and some different things like that. So it's got some nice little tweaks in addition to just the patterns. And those are different things. You have custom songs, and you can save your own, and pick different songs and choose through the different sets of patterns, just like that. Here in the Sunbird Guitar, you have some of the similar things. You have a ton of tweakable options that can really make this thing kind of go, go to other levels that Strummed Acoustic just cannot go to. Strum speed and clean, it's clean play. You got ring and mix mode, and you got capo settings that you can use, and transpose, and you've got all of this kind of stuff like that. Minimum string amount, you can choose to use one string, 6 or all 6. It's just, you can do chord hammers, triggers. It's so much that you can kind of put in on this to really tweak it. Same thing with the patterns over here, where you can tweak those patterns and do all of that. And not only that, you got another set of preferences down here with your dynamics and your velocity curve and your MIDI sensitivity for the MIDI, guitar. And then you got fret noise and all those regular tweaks, EQ, all of those things over there. And then what I love was this microphone kind of set. I don't even think they have that here in Strummed Acoustic. No, you have you have the where you can, where the voicing is, stereo, mono, doubling, all of those things, reverb, and all of that. But you don't really have any control over how the instrument is mic'd. And it is mic. You can control how far, how close each mic is. You have a pickup mic. You have a bridge mic. You have two overheads. I think that's really, really cool, and you can control those microphones to get to kind of craft your tone and your sound and get it to sound the way that you desire for it to sound. So that's kind of my quick down and dirty comparison between the two. You may be sitting there looking at these two instruments and wondering which one I want to get, which one I want to buy, which one is going to be worth it. Those are the pros, those are the cons. If you're looking for just something to do strums, if the strumming is a major thing to you, then you may want to look at the Strummed Acoustic 2, because it's more of a strummer and sounds a little bit more realistic when you play the chords and the dynamics in there. The cons to that, you don't really have much control over the type of patterns and how the patterns play as you do with the Sunbird, but you get better dynamics and a little bit more realism out of the playing. And a little bit better tone. Plus you get a 12-string version as well, which I didn't cover in this video. So if strumming is a big deal to you, then you may want to go with the Strummed Acoustic. But if you need something to where you can do strumming and you can do solo playing, like if you really need to be able to do this in a track, if you really need to be able to do that, then you're going to want to go with the Sunbird Guitar, something like that, to be able to make those things sound like that. Anyway, so I appreciate you guys in taking the time out watching this video. Check out the links to these particular instruments. They're both in the description. Check those out and go get those and go grab those and support these wonderful companies that are creating these virtual instruments for us to use. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button. It takes like 0.5 seconds for you just do that. That's all you have to do. Look, see, thank you. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you. Really appreciate it. That blessed me. That blessed me just for you just do that. Man, thank you. All right, so I'm out. You guys have a good day, good rest of the day, and we'll see you guys on the next stream. I'm out. Holla at your boy.